I think this would be a huge moment for the club. It will start to put us on the map nationally a bit more if we were to get ourselves to the FA Cup first round, because then there's a big chance of a really big tie in the next round.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying the save, drop a like on the video, that would be tremendous. So today we've got Stalybridge Celtic up first, who they seem to have slipped off the league a little bit. At one point they were like sort of 8th, 9th place, but now they have sort of fallen. We've still got another game in hand to play somewhere along the line. In fact, might even be this one with all these other teams having them as well. And then we've got the key game for me of the season so far is the game away at Kingstonian. That matters. That game is the sort of thing that could save us financially this season, and that's more important than anything else right now, really is. Fishing in the harbour is only getting us tyres, bottles and boots at the moment. Yeah, that's not a surprise, really. Harrison Hopewell, what a name. I know, it's like, if he was good enough, he's got perfect status in terms of his name to be like one of the legends of these types of saves, but he's just not quite good enough. The harbour is where we go fishing for talent. Also, Mottram & Mills sounds like a law firm. Leyth's very own injury lawyers for you. Well, that's actually funny you should say that, because that's actually their second jobs, currently anyway. They're both trainee lawyers, obviously haven't got their own firm, but maybe one day they will do, you know, get enough cash, they could probably open their own firm. Mottram & Mills, good stuff. You say players can't follow instructions. If a player can't follow, mark this player. It's a cause for concern. You're telling me. But it do seem to be that way, unfortunately. Really bummed about Jagman. Seem to be promising. I'd always love to see American do well. On the other hand, Orlando City signing a non-league player is peak Orlando City, and I'm here for that. Yeah, I was surprised, to be honest. It was Orlando City B, technically, but that's still in the same organisation, is it not? So, yeah, unfortunately, because he was on a non-contract, I did try to offer him a contract, but he said no, and it's a shame, because I wonder how he's actually getting on. He's actually played for Orlando City, amazingly. Wow, that's impressive. He's played in the MLS. I'm a little surprised, I'm going to be honest with you, that they're actually giving this guy minutes in the MLS. Anyway, today it's about Stalybridge Celtic. We are lacking in fitness, but we have no choice at the moment, really, than to keep going with what we got. I'm going to start Putman Kitely for this one, even though Vincent did well in the last game, because I want to see one of these two sort of grab that role, basically. One of them will, surely, because Miles Bright is doing nothing for me right now. Actually, no, I tell a lie. He's doing one thing. He's embarrassing me. That's what he's doing. So, if we can kind of take what we learned in the last game into this one at home to Stalybridge Celtic, we play well. Like, we've seen what we're capable of doing. We actually got a clean sheet in the last game, created 6 chances, scored 3 goals. Concerning that was a penalty and a free kick in there, we still aren't scoring enough from open play, but at least we're scoring goals, which is better than nothing right now. But yeah, we do need to do a little bit better than that. Hopefully today will be the day that we continue. Like, we are unbeaten in like 5 maybe in all comps, maybe even 6 actually, I can't remember. Last game we lost was, I think, the Chelmsford City one. Still having some struggles in training, but what I would say as well, the momentum and like the morale is slowly creeping up again. It's weird. At one point we'd won a couple of matches and the morale just was not improving, which is a concern. But hopefully today we can grab ourselves a win, because it would put us right in there. I mean, literally, we'd be 1 point off of second if we get the win. So it may look bad in terms of our league position currently, but we're right in the battle. It's so tight unless you're Telford. And we got a draw away at Telford. Oh, go on. Putman Kitely's ball in. Hammett! It's in the... Oh, he's offside. But Putman Kitely's delivery, despite having worse free kicks than Kasimba, he just seems to be able to put them in good positions. It's weird. Free kicks in wide areas seem to be way more successful when it's Putman Kitely taking it than it's Kasimba. Williams, please don't shoot. Mills! Oh, he scored. Ben Mills makes it 1-0. Our first shot of the game. That is a massive goal for us. Millsy with his 6th goal of the season. Been a bit of a shared bunch between Mills and Mottram so far. Mills and Hammett this year. No one's really ran away with it. Nice work on the outside here. Hammett does well, coming short, but Kasimba to pick out this little ball, and then for Williams again, he's got really good vision. I mean, I don't know if he actually does, but that's a few times this season. He's looked up instead of taking the shot on. Another assist for Williams, and it's 1-0. Huge goal. But we're still not looking fantastic. Well, here we go again. Putman Kitely. He's got it. Mills could pull it back for someone. Surely Putman Kitely's ball. Hammett! And it's in the back of the net, and we're 2-0 up. I mean, hey, maybe it's just all coming back around again. We're finally going to have a game where we just sort of shithouse our way a little bit. Putman Kitely this time with the assist. Nice to see him grab that. Harry Hammett with his 7th goal of the season. It's great work from Putman Kitely to keep the ball here. Mills does great, again, to knock it back to him. Lovely ball across. Hammett's backpedaling, but that extra aerial presence. What I would say as well, though, is that Stalybridge Celtic's goalkeeper is having an absolute mare so far. I'm also going to switch back to positive. We're 2-0 up. It makes no sense to keep flying players forward, particularly when we've only had 2 shots. I want to see what we can do now if we start to be a little bit more sensible with some of our play when we get in front. Just switching back to positive. Look at this. We're so poor, but we've scored both of our goals. I mean, that's clinical, which is unlikely something you can't say about us very often, to be honest. Do not let the performance levels drop. Very, very clear. Nobody's playing that badly, though, and that's what I would say. I do wonder if I give Kasimba the right to get further forward. Don't make anything else on him. Just give him the right to just sit a little bit further forward. Uh-oh. Set piece. Here we go. Reed's ball in. And... oh, good clearance. Okay, we did it there. And Millsy will pick it up for us. And he's got to spread this out wide. Please, Ben. There we go. Alfie Williams now. He can create stuff from here. In fact, he might just be able to go all the way through because nobody's come to mark him. Williams is in. Good strike against James. Well played. We need changes. Unfortunately, yeah, Perez de Gracia will come in at centre-back. He's tall, so he's got that about him. And I might also get Danny Walker. I might just start calling him Declan now because it's gone too far at this point. And we'll get Harry Shepherd on too. We're just lacking the fitness levels currently. Thank God for the 2-0 lead because I feel like we're going to concede a goal in this match. They've played too well to not score at all. Oh, Williams got to put this through. Oh, nearly. There was a chance for him there, I feel like. Found Kasimba, though. Loads of room out right for Winfield. And he's been fouled. Or not, apparently. Whitfield picks it up. Back out for Winfield. Williams round the side. And Hammett's in! He can't get the square. He can't square it. Oh, and he's... How the hell has he hit the inside there? Just because it happens so rarely. And here comes a free kick. Which they have scored from. Because, of course, they have. I don't know. Like, everyone's marking one, ball whipped in, and he's just missed it. O'Reilly can't quite get a hand to it. It's just impossible, isn't it? Right, let's go time waste and play for set pieces. Let's just try to... We're not going to adjust the mentality, because the last time I did that, the last 2 times I've done that, we've conceded. Stick to what we do best. Walker right... Oh, fine, Hammett. He's got to get the shot away here. Surely Mills! And Hammett! And cleared away. They've gone with 3 up top, but there's not a lot we can really do about that, other than try to defend. We're not going to be able to defend this, are they? Nobody's marking him. What a tackle from Kasimba. And pushing Reed into the corner here, making him play it out of play. Well played. Lovely stuff. That's some really long-range 1-2s. Walker Rice. Just drop it back for your teammate. All ball in. Kasimba. Oh, he's going to find the shot away, is he? No? Oh, come on. Walker Rice is flying after that. Well played, son. That's some desire. And a nice ball for Putman Kitely as well. Can he whip it across? He doesn't, but should be nice and easy for Harry Shepherd. Oh, he's gone for goal. That's surely offside. What a save anyway, though. Bloody hell. To see out here. And we have done it. It's been not a good performance in general, but we did at least take some opportunities when they were presented to us for once. And conceded our customary indirect free kick, of course. And that's going to go out for a corner, which will see this game out. Big win, I'd say. Puts us up to 7th in the league. And remember, we have a game in hand still, which if we win, we could go as high as 2nd. So, all in all, we're doing all right. It's not the best performance in the world, but it could definitely be a lot worse. We're on a much higher PPG than we were last season. That's always a good sign. I am sweating so badly. It's 2-1 to Whitport. Huge stuff. And now we get to prepare ourselves for a lovely game in the FA Cup against Kingstonian. That's going to be very, very difficult. So I'll join you guys for that in a sec. So we had a couple of games off camera. Firstly, we went away to struggling Guiseley, and yeah, they actually played quite well against us. Now, the difference we made in this game is when we went 1-0 up here, like we've done before, Winfield put the ball through, lovely little flick on header from Hammett. I then switched it to positive and tried to change things. In the second half, we also turned off Whitport into the box, and things started to really improve from there, as late on in this game, we were just winning the ball in great positions, and this was really nice. Walker Rice puts it across. There was Putman Kitely, came off the bench in this game, just to drill one bottom corner, rolling back the years, he's 18, to give us a 2-0 victory away at Guiseley. Good performance, more chances created, actually scoring them. One thing I would say though, is when we play on positive, we concede more shots and sometimes even more chances, but they seem to go in less. And I don't know why that is, but I'm alright with it. Case in point being the very next game at home against South Shields. Walker Rice with a lovely cross in. There's Jake Watson headed over the top there. I started this game on positive. I wanted to see if we could play like it from the start, and frankly, it worked quite well. This time, Miles Bright came off the bench, and he actually looked quite decent. Was getting into positions, creating chances, whipped the ball across for fellow substitute Liam Mottram to make it 2-0. Again, chances created, chances being scored. This is more like it. And all of that finds us 4th in the league now. We've got 25 points on the board. Those 3 consecutive victories have really helped us out. We're not conceding as many goals now. We've got one of the better defences in the league. 11 goals conceded in 14 matches. We're actually below like the number of games, which is saying something. We need to score a few more, but we are starting to do that now. We're starting to get 2s in games, and also, you know, when you're not conceding goals, you only need one goal to get the win, which is really, really important. We're 4 points clear into the playoffs now, looking pretty comfortable as things go. 3 points off the top as well. Obviously, Telford, you know, they're barely conceding goals. They did concede one to us, and it honestly should have been more. It's a good sign. Since I think it's important to take a look at things like this, Blackhaven are currently top of the National League, but it isn't by no means a confirmation right there. Dagenham and Redbridge right in the battle with them. I'd actually be quite surprised if Blackhaven do get promoted at the first time of asking. Usually in the simulations, they never actually... I think they did it one time, but I mean, maybe it's because there's a human player in the game. Things are a little bit different. Down at the bottom as well in the National League. I mean, Aldershot struggling. There's a lot of teams struggling, but no one's fully off the pace completely right now. So there is that factor, I suppose. Right then, so today, there's some games in the league as well, which would be interesting to see how those turn out. But today, we're playing against Kingstonian. Hayden Bird is the manager of Kingstonian. We've got one player suspended, which is Archie Whitfield, which is a bit of an annoyance, but we'll be okay. I'll bring in Perez de Gracia, I think. Wow, that's a low attendance. So, a few little changes around, because It's just, yeah, Ruben Lau sat out the last game as well, which is really nice to get him a bit of fitness back. Unfortunately, Kelly and Winfield have just had to play. Although, I might give Jake Kelly a rest after this game, but we need our full strength available here. Miles Bright or Putman Kitely? Of the wingers we've got on this right-hand side, Putman Kitely has put in the best performances out of the lot of them, which is really, I think, deserves a position in the squad. Just because, at the end of the day, he's playing better than the other players. So we'll put Bright on the bench. Perez de Gracia will also go on the bench instead of Ellis Williamson. Now, I've put some more tactics in now. I've basically copied the tactic in. So this one is a positive version that doesn't have work ball into the box on. And this is one for late on in games so that we can waste time and play for set pieces. I want to make sure that the players are training those things so that way when we switch over to them, it's not quite as much of a shock to the system. But for today, we're going to go on positive. But we're going to turn on the work ball into the box when we get into the match. We can always dick around with it during the game, but we're definitely going to go positive for today. I don't know about prize money, but if we get a replay, I think we can beat them at home. I mean, maybe we can beat them away. I don't know, but like it's definitely a winnable tie. And confidence is riding high in this squad, so let's go out there and do something special. Pitch looks fairly straightforward. I think this would be a huge moment for the club. It will start to put us on the map nationally a bit more if we were to get ourselves to the FA Cup first round, because then there's a big chance of a really big tie in the next round. Let's turn that back on, don't we? The reason I turned it off is so that we were making sure to train it, but I wouldn't actually, unlikely to use this tactic in its purest form like that. Better. I get the fear of God into me every time we concede a free kick. That's good. Enough players were there to make that clearance. There's so many players at the back post. Get your blocks in. Well played. Cleared by Whitfield. And Mills can't bring it down, but we might still have a chance for a breakaway if we can win it off them here. Watts. Great takeoff from Kelly. He's still got it. Okay. I think the defender did all he could there. We trail now by a 1-0 to Ellis Watts' strike there. I think that Kelly did basically all he could at that point. He got in there, made the tackle, but the ball's just wound up back at the feet of the defender. I thought he did quite well. Wins a tackle. Oh, God. And then it's an insanely good strike from Ellis Watts. And that's his first goal of the year. We're not looking good. I'm tempted to actually try... Or at least the possession's better. I'm going to go through the middle. 4-4-2s seem to have... Because there's no DMs... We can tend to get a bit more space for our strikers if one of our DMs can step up themselves. So we might try playing some balls through the centre so they can just get that ball up to them a bit faster. Ball whipped in, Watts' header over the crossbar. We've not been good at all today. This has been shocking. So we're going to switch to this tactic. With going through the middle on as well, though. Come on, second half, pull this back out. We've got some subs to make, potentially, so that it's not the end of the world, but like we had the one half chance in the first half. Still haven't conceded any chances tonight, though. Watts, round the side. Good tackle, and it's come back to him anyway. Well, that's 2 times today that's happened now. That's not great, really, is it? That's the second time our tackle has rebounded straight to the player who's already got the ball. 2-0 to Kingstonian now. Oh, well, this game's going down the shitter, isn't it? Lovely little ball around the side for Watts. I think he just clears it against the defender. Yep. Second time today. Wow. That happens quite rarely, but now it's happened twice in the one game. I'm making 3 subs now. We've got to do something. Lau, here we go. Come on, let's see something. Hammett can't win it. But we've got... There we go. Miles Bright's finally done something. Can he slip one through for someone? Ben Mills. He's in. And Hammett! It's in the back of the net. Harry Hammett gets us back in the game. First shot of the game on target for us. Nice little work, though, from Miles Bright. Just showing a bit of intensity, getting into that centre of midfield. Is there hope for us yet? Maybe. This is really good work from Miles Bright, though. Really fiery, getting in at the ball there. Keeps running at the defenders as well. And it's a really nice 1-2. Not even a 1-2. Just Hammett getting around there. 9th goal of the season from him. Lovely link up with Ben Mills. The strikers have really been assisting each other quite a lot this year. Okay, now we can go. Is the comeback on? I still don't think so because we haven't looked particularly great since then. But there we go. Jake Kelly trying to run with it. He's gone past a guy. He's gone past another guy. Bit of space. And Walker Rice has got it. Can he square it for someone? He does. Hammett. Good save by Lincoln. This is more like it, chat. This is a bit more what I want to see. And I don't really know why it's changed like that. Lau with the header. And it's now wide of the target. Okay. I think there could be an equaliser for us in this game if we really do keep trying as hard as this. Ball downfield. One again by Lau, and Walker Rice will pick it up. The 2 new wingers coming on the pitch today have done a really nice job at just keeping extra possession. Holmes. Mills. He can't quite get the shot away. It's going to come through to Hammett. Oh, and a good save again by Lincoln. Well, chance creation in this second half has been phenomenal. So this is what I mean. I think sometimes there's a time and a place for the more attacking side of our game. It seems like it anyway. We've been very good since we switched to it. Walker Rice. Can he get through again? He does. And it's all the way through. Pull something out the fire here. Roberts, get your block. And Marsh Brown. Oh, my God. Well. It's just not our day. We conceded a lot more shots, but you can see what I mean. Usually this doesn't go in, but we're conceding a lot of shots, but not so many chances today. Still looking good going forward in terms of chance creation. This is just a bit of poor play. Nobody marks the guy at the back post, but it's still an insanely good header. Maybe O'Reilly could have done better. 3-1 to Kingstonians, and we're going out the FA Cup. We just cannot get to the first round no matter what we do. Holmes picks it up. There we go. Kingstonian 3, Whitport Athletic 1. Frustrating, yes, but can't really complain. I think they were the better side in a lot of areas of that game. We did at least start to threaten them in places, but it just was not enough. It was too little too late, basically. Once we were 2-0 down to those 2 goals, it's just, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. We've got 6.7k, and Miles Bright is going to be missing a few games, so there we go. And as disappointing as it is, which it is very disappointing, at least we'd gone on, what? That was like an 8-game unbeaten run, 9-game unbeaten run in all competitions, which is certainly a turn up for the books when you consider we were struggling to score a lot. And we have now at least scored in our last 5 matches and looked a lot better. It's the first time we've actually failed to score more than once for a while. Just one of those days, unfortunately. So, next episode, we'll obviously start off at home against Darlington, and then we'll probably go quite further into it a little bit, maybe even go up as far as the Builder-Based Trophy. Who knows? We'll have to see where we're feeling fruity for the next episode. So, if you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you have, in spite of that, I definitely think the league-wise, we're looking a lot better, which is the main factor. Drop a like, that'd be sensational. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be awesome as well. I stream on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So go follow over there, and I will join you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun, capybara. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.